You're making this quite difficult. You're making me feel like, with the way you're structuring the deal, I'll be honest, I'd be a bit of a mug to take it.
That just looks like a random list to me. I want to hit the ground running, so I'm standing over here as sales manager. How am I coming in here to know that my 3 BDMs have got 15 each? What am I getting from this list? What's the point of it? I've got a lot of work to do, yeah? So
It's all about maximising value.
okay, so we need to get the sales. That's the bit missing here is a sale. 3 clear pillars. Increase the volume. That was number 1 priority. We must keep the volume coming in. There's no net gain. From where I stand, this department is all about sales. Your only priority is to make 1 sale a day. That is the commitment. That is what I want to get you bought into. 12,000 a day. 1 sale a day keeps JV away. That's what this is all about. And do not get lost in the mechanics around the bookings. Make sure you're owning your confirmations and just make sure you're going into closed deals. There are now 5 days remaining. It gives us 250,000, yeah, across the board. So we've got 8 days to do it. Let's really start to lock in, because what I'm seeing here is a lot of activity, just days of waste. No, I'm just thinking more about layout. It would give us a little bit more depth on the sales department there, actually, which we're lacking a little bit. So there's a bit more depth.
Yeah, so I mean, it's more about the privacy of this being your space, your corridor, rather than extending the office, because the wall could come out, but don't.
So this became a reception and the door was there.
Right, okay.
Does that make sense?
Right, okay.
Changing the entrance to there gives us a bit more a grand entrance, but not a massive amount of value, does it really?
To come up with a couple of proposals you'd like.
That door would need to stay because the team upstairs would have to come in here every time they wanted to leave.
So you'd want 2 entrances?
I think so, yeah. We just want a better entrance, which is down to painting and it's not even painting, it's us putting our own graphics up and stuff on the walls in the hallway just to make it fancy.
You're making this quite difficult. Because we obviously showed a big intent to want to stay here, right? We've had that on the table like for a while, so we could have pulled the trigger. But you're making me feel like with the way you're structuring the deal, I'll be honest, I'd be a bit of a mug to take it. Because commercially, it just makes no sense. Like, I mean, I'd have to go back and do primary school maths. But the way of looking at it, right, is for the same prices we've got currently, we can get our whole building, 3 floors, 100 parking spaces, our own entrance, flags out the front, TM cladding, and it's all in. I know financial surety. So that's the thing, that's the competition. That's what
all in, for including rents, rates, bills, and everything for 20,800 to be precise.
Yeah, I never think about anything ever again. So it can't be 40 grand. You know, in my shoes, I'd be a sackable offence for me to sign that.
But you've got a lot of space here.
I get that, but we've got that offer over there.
Right. It's disjointed space though, isn't it, in a building that we've built into.
Okay, right, so we want you to stay there.
This entrance, this hallway, yeah, just painted, okay, and then you just give us this office for free, included in the rent. That's an easy scenario for you and us, isn't it? As an alternative. So take that one away, because we've got to go and start a board meeting now, if that's okay. I think that just gives us a temporary option to like just get a quick win, and then it gives us either this option or the big building, but trying to compare apples and apples with a full refurb here and a full refurb there. Joey, look, have a look. That's the office building. What do you think? I'm trying to buy a new office right now, and it's round the corner here. It's 16,000 square feet. And it's a couple of million. Trying to negotiate a deal with the owner. Lovely guy, very successful entrepreneur. So I've got some bad news. I think the SVR has seen its last day. The engine sounds like it's about to blow up, seize up. It started to just make a seriously horrendous noise. New car time! I have had this for quite some time and I absolutely love it. What I should get next? Maybe you should let me know in the comments. Another Range Rover, a Urus, G-Wagon, kind of like the Bentley GT Continental convertibles. Actually, I quite like the Rolls-Royce Ghost. It's a beautiful, stunning car. I'm gonna go over and get our spare Trade Mastermind
transit connect. I lived in vans, driving around, building up my first business, so I don't mind the van. I love a van.
Sounds good when you say it, it's just translating it into results on the other side and getting the system. Every single lead that we have is eligible to buy something from us. It's just how do we close them? In this session, we want to deep dive into each area in a bit more detail. Yeah? So I asked you guys to get me some KPIs and some clarity around action. So
We uncovered the fact that in the algorithm that Mike was using, it was incorrect. And actually we are far better than what we thought we were by about 50%. At this point of the month, we're only 3 customers away from being net zero for the target.
So we need 4 customers a day. We've got 3 more to get today.
Yeah.
How do we flip the script on this in the morning? There are only 3 pillars: volume, attendance, and sales conversion. We need to stabilize one by one. Never, ever, ever in sales work without a script. Where is that script?
I'm going to tell you, I think my last to that.
Richard, there is a script for this that they are using that's working, yeah? So that's the script you're going to use. Don't change the script, yeah? Tomorrow, print you fresh copies and put it on the desk, yeah? So you've got a new script. Why would you not have the script in front of you? Yeah? And again, it's absolutely the structure. It is a guide to keep you on track. Now, you can nuance some of the words, but once you've got a system that works, you don't break it. If you book within 24 hours, you can pick one of the following bonuses, yeah? A half price, an Amazon voucher worth £100. If you book today, right now or later on, so if they say that they haven't got their wallet on them, you can call them in the evening, you will get all 3 of the bonuses. You could miss one of the fucking lines that I've put in here that's the specific deal converter. Okay. So a script is a process, hence the Discovery Day slides, they're a process, right? Right, here's the offer, let's do it. So please, 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 please focus on quality. There is too much stuff going around in my head around what all of this is. I need someone with me at all times capturing actions in every single meeting. I either need you with me or I need someone full-time capturing actions. I'm not an AI guy, like I need fucking someone there printing the actions. And ideally, they need to have chased you to see if you've done it or not. Finance and credit control, recruitment, HR, events and delivery, and these all need a playbook, departmental playbook, yeah? That they can take away with them when they buy the course. How to get the best out of TM, the core modules, what to do when you show up to an academy. They ring the cam, and then if it's a service problem, they offload it to customer service. You've either got to do one or the other, but the customer will always choose. They'll ring whoever the fucking person that'll answer the phone. You know what it's like.
But we shouldn't allow for that. Our business should be set up so that there's the correct buffer between. And we can encourage that. We can make sure that happens.
So what we're doing right now is we are doing our 5th iteration of what's going to be the £25 million org chart for the business. You have first impact, you have recurring impact, you have growth impact, and you have delivery impact. But when your business is scaling, having a scalable operating model, the right org chart, the right roles and responsibilities, the right structure, the right rev, all of it's got to align. And so, this is our best version yet. We had a great epiphany moment, a few minutes back where we realized that we needed every area to be on first impact, not just, one moving through to another, which was a big win. So we're making progress.
Hey Jordan, why are you wearing a helmet?
Well, the leads are flying in today, so I've got to get some extra protection, It's dangerous out here. That's why we've got a couple other extra guys in the team today, in the hot leads team, just because too many inquiries to handle.
Tony, how's it going, man?
Very good. We've just done a follow-up sale from an event. So fortunes in the follow-up, as Joseph says. It's a 3-year boiler academy, so I'm really, really happy with that. It's a nice 70-odd grand contract. We've got a couple of people off, Okay, it's not about how many men you've got, it's about the caliber of the men you have behind us. So if you imagine Leonidas when he went to fight the Persians, okay, he didn't care that there was an army of people that he had to defeat. He had his strongest 300 and he went and nailed it.
That is it. Sales, sales, sales. Okay, where are the sales pipelines? Do you want to open them up on your computers, please? Number one priority is get the sales dashboard back up and running for the sales department. Yeah, that's focused purely on sales and BDM closing ratios. The next thing to do, okay, is to make sure their pipelines are clear. I am not leaving those 100 pitches that you have done. We are going back through all of them and we are going to close them. The third thing is getting the training in place. I've already created a playbook against the pitch deck, so I'll go over that with you, and I will do the training session with you. If these guys are going to be on pitches, but when they're on pitches today, all I want you to do, Monique, please, okay, is go behind them and help them close the deals on the call. Yeah, that is it. You need to get back into beast mode. We need to get this locked in. We are a sales department. It is a sales the target, yeah? Okay, find a way, Tristan, yeah? If you want to be badass, then find a way. There's always blockers in everything we do. We have to find a way forward. Look at this look. First time ever. Look at these boys. They're in early. Let's go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. That's a new mindset that's turned up here this morning, look. That's what we like to see. I know you kind of just in and you're in the mix today, but I'm going to have a catch up with you in a little while in this morning and let you know where I want you to go, yeah? So I'm just thinking about, and I don't want to break it, but I was thinking about him and him being on confirmations is one of our wasted best bookers. But obviously confirmations is important. But if the leads are booked anyway properly, how much difference is he making in confirmations right now? Well, he needs to train. I tell you what, let's get these yellow things down. Jay will start getting negged down. That's not what we get over there and smile. Here now. Right, Jordan, where's that screwdriver? You guys are responsible enough now to have these horrible yellow things taken down.
So, right, it could be this, and then no, it'd not be. We're trying to use your money wisely. So when it comes to that stage, because there'll be certain bits you might want to do yourself. We'll cross that bridge and come to it. So this is basically getting you onto using Hustle as the hub, connected to other systems and getting you guys using it.
And working, yeah? And implemented, yeah. And what about the phone systems and getting that working? Because that's a key part of the whole business. So yeah, like having the right phone system, and the conversations all need to be rolled in. So I don't just want the CRM and then have the phone system disconnected. I like the terminology around running the line. I think that's important, isn't it? And literally just having that person going into the system. Just so many little bits just from being in there this morning that are just blocking the sales output.
We need to get somebody to learn with the transition.
Yeah. Brilliant. All right, well, that was a good call. They're definitely better than the other guys, right? Yeah. That's the owner, founder. He's a smart dude, and the other guys are a bit more of a... I like the other guy, but I think depending on what they send through, we'll probably go with them. The fact that they're local and prepared. Yeah. So there's a perfect run here with Tom.
Yeah, I think that's Keith, right?
Yep, perfect. Run here for Kyle.
Yep. So got a place on the far side, an alternative for you. So since you were interested with us, one of our discovery days, the agile and then decided to work. Stay at one up.
Have you got the full list of names? Just full list of names?
Yeah.
Let's go back into this org chart quickly. So, little update for UFB. What we've decided to do is go to a sales pod model and enable all of these BDMs to effectively be able to run their own sales meetings and their own little pods. But right now, because we've made the changes quickly, we've currently got a data systems and enablement issue. But the reason I'm in here right now, I'm scanning. I'm looking for the blockers. So, it's all great feedback and great data. I'm going to go through much more hard times as you scale up than you are easy times. There's no silver bullet. This is what the expectation is. And it needs a strong voice and that communication to be constantly drilled into them, you know, and it is every time. They go and stop fucking talking about 2 or 3 leads being negative, and that's why you're going to turn off. The first thing we've got to do is get them in the fucking room. Because we can set this up, and like I said earlier, it can be the buy experience, but if they ain't here, yeah, then we ain't going to be able to, yeah, love the loyalty card idea. Yeah, I think that is set expectations. We've spoken on that before. What makes community? Because again, like if we can encourage community and you're coming to meet your friends, because I do think the speed networking there, going to a networking event, anyone I've ever been to in the past, you know, if you don't know anyone and you go on your own, it can be really awkward. So the forcing of the speed networking is a great thing to do, you know, because that gets everybody talking. If that happens consistently every event, that will force the relationship build, won't it?
Good, man. All right, we're rolling.
Okay, so how's your day been, Tony?
Yeah, very good. It's the first of the month, so we're very excited to start again. It's always hard starting from zero, but I like to treat it like a new page of a book, fresh start, fresh month. We want to attack it with loads of energy and we're excited.
That, Samia, is a prime example of something that's constantly slipping through the net. It's an ongoing problem and it's not being solved. Now, why is that? That's because, first and foremost, there's no, in my opinion,